Good morning. Hi. Welcome to our first Kuan Yin practice for 2025. It's nice to be here. Sorry, I'm running a couple of minutes late, but it was cleaning up and getting everything set for today. We are going today to start our year with the Edward Calm's translation of the Heart Sutra. Homage to the perfection of wisdom, the lovely, the holy. Avalokiteshvara, Holy Lord and Bodhisattva, was moving in the deep course of wisdom which has gone beyond. He looked down from on high. He beheld but 5 heaps, and he saw that in their own being they were empty. Here, O Shariputra, he said to his student, form is emptiness, and the very emptiness is form. Emptiness does not differ from form. Form does not differ from emptiness. Whatever is emptiness, that is form. The same is true of feelings, perceptions, impulses, and consciousness. Here, O Shariputra, all dharmas are marked with emptiness. They are not produced or stopped, not defiled or immaculate, not deficient or complete. Therefore, O Shariputra, in emptiness there is no form, nor feeling, nor perception, nor impulse, nor consciousness. No eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, no forms, sounds, smells, tastes, touchables, or objects of mind, no sight organ element, and so forth, until we come to no mind consciousness element. There is no ignorance, no extinction of ignorance, and so forth, until we come to there is no decay and death, no extinction of decay and death. There is no suffering, no origination, no stopping, no path. There is no cognition, no attainment, and no non-attainment. Therefore, O Shariputra, it is because of non-attainmentness that a bodhisattva, through having relied on the perfection of wisdom, dwells without thought coverings. In the absence of thought coverings, she has not been made to tremble. She has overcome what can upset. And in the end, she attains to nirvana. All those who appear as Buddhas in the 3 periods of time fully awake to the utmost right and perfect enlightenment because they have relied on the perfection of wisdom. Therefore, one should know the Prajnaparamita as the great spell, the spell of great knowledge, the utmost spell, the unequaled spell, a layer of all suffering in truth, for what could go wrong? By the Prajnaparamita has this spell been delivered. It runs like this. Gate, gate, paragate, parasamgate, buddhisoha. Gone, gone, gone beyond, gone altogether beyond. Oh, what an awakening. All hail. This completes the heart of perfect wisdom. I love this translation so much. And a card. We are using the guidance cards from Alu Gutmila. She is a local artist here in Mount Shasta. And this is a massive deck. You can't really shuffle it. Today's message: the center of power is released through the spoken word. When your heart, consciousness, and subconscious mind come into complete resonance, then one spoken word brings manifestation. Closely monitor what comes out of your mouth. Requalify this energy and call forth your true divine qualities to blaze up through and shatter those patterns created by carelessly spoken words. I love this divination. Good morning, Kat. Hi, Leslie. And then here is the rest of it is the affirmation today. I am strong when I take adversity and teach it to smile. I am brave when I jump in and just do it. I am loving when I embrace my shadow and my light, acknowledging my wholeness. I am wise when I creatively play with what the universe presents. I am alive to tomorrow's possibilities more than today's false steps. I am free to follow what gives my spirit joy. I am powerful when my love overcomes the love of power. I am honorable when I respect and honor myself and therefore others more fully. I am happy when I smell lavender and thankful for the blessing. That's very specific. I am gracious when I forgive in others the faults I condemn in myself. I am independent when I control myself with no need to control others. I am rich when I am grateful for what I have. I am beautiful when I am at peace with myself. Wow. Great divination today. Love this message. I love these cards so much. Thank you, Alu Gutmiller, for your beautiful body of work. What a treat. That message just really spoke for itself. I don't think there's much that I have to say, except, of course, I will say that, the power of manifestation starts with thought. It's like thought are the threads spiraling through space, and they're sort of going so fast. The stars are moving so fast, leaving trails and threads of light. But then you grab one and you're able to take the end of it and put it through the needle, the eye in the needle, and thread the needle. And that threaded needle is the word. And then you stitch into reality the vision that arose from that thread. And that is your action. And so when we are talking about what we want to manifest in 2025, it has to be, I'm aligned in the thought, it comes through the word, it lands in the action, and thereby becomes reality. And through the creation of thought, word, action as um, a vector of manifestation, I become powerful. And then, as a result of being that powerful with the ability to manifest thought, word, and action in the world, to take responsibility for yourself, to fully step into your capacities as a healer, as a co-creator with reality, as you take those steps in, your responsibility gets much deeper. And then the responsibility requires that you use that power on behalf of beings that you try to help. Yeah, I am beautiful when I'm at peace with myself. That was such a good one. So, yeah, take responsibility for the greatest possible good and attach your personal wants and needs as, a minute amount of the greatest possible good, and allow for the flexibility that what you think you want and need might be different from what you actually want and need. And that if it's the greatest possible good that's working it out, it's going to work it out. And you won't have to worry about the outcome, even if it's different than what you thought. I think that's the real trip, is where we get stuck on the mental conceptualization of the word. Like, for example, so many people say to me, "Oh, I just need to manifest the money to go on a trip." No, you just need to manifest the trip. You may find that avenues and doors open to you to get there that don't involve money. There's this fixation we get on our mental attachment to how we framed the request. If we can kind of release that and let that be, we have a much stronger capacity for both empowered surrender into the co-creation of what is with what is, and a greater sense of humility about our own power when things go as well or better than what we've dreamed, and a less sense of self-flagellation when things don't go the way we wanted them to. So let's keep that in mind for 2025. And that's our short bit for today. And now let's dive in with 3 prostrations before the shrine of Kuan Yin. Oh, feels good to be here. Let's take refuge. Namo Guru Be. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners. And let's set our intention. Today, let's hold all of those people whose lives were lost in the incident on New Year's Eve in New Orleans on Bourbon Street. I've been there with friends, and it's such an alive place, so many people walking, and I can only imagine how busy and packed it was that night. And so many lives lost. Sending our energies today to all those grieving and suffering and lost as a result of that act. And let's recite the 4 immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. We'll make our offerings. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense as an offering to Kuan Yin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Omahum. 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 Omahu, Omahu. Reverently I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Kuan Yin, remain in samsaric existence until the wheels of, please, Kuan Yin, remain and turn the wheels of cyclic existence until all beings are enlightened. 108 recitations of Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, welcoming Kuan Yin into our hearts. Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi 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 Yin Pusa. And our prayer for the money reciter of Kam by Gyaltse Tokme Zangpo. Lama Dankun Shiksum Nakchak Salo, Dakni Changchukni Porchi Kebar, Gangdang Gangdu Kepa de Dangder, Tadu Tuje Champo Chazinshing, Kusum Gewe Chila Chaparsho, Jamdang Ningje Champo Kunlangne, Tuje Champo Duljargert Panam, Lame Changchup Chola Gopechir, Tuje Champo Trinleje Parsho. Homage to the Guru in 3 jewels. From now until I reach the essence of enlightenment, wherever I may be reborn in that place, may I always follow the great compassionate one and dedicate my body, speech, and mind to virtue, inspired by loving kindness and supreme compassion, in order to lead all Mahakarunika's followers to supreme and unsurpassable awakening. May I carry out the great compassionate one's activity. Lama Dankun Shuksum Nakchatsalo, Dakni Changchutni Porchi Kebar, Gangdang Gangdu Kipa de Dang Der Tadu Tuje Champo Chazinching, Gusum Gewe Chila Chaparsho, Jamdang Ningje Champo Kunlangne, Tuje Champo Duljar Girpanam, Lame Changchup Chola Gopechir, Tuje Champo Trinleje Parsho. And considering today's divination and message, let's really think about Om Mani Padme Hum landing when we are chanting it, as it's going out of us and landing in this world like a rain of compassion. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And let's give thanks for our teachers. May all of my blessed teachers enjoy long, happy, healthy, productive lives and great support for their good works. May all beings benefit from their wisdom. May they enjoy a swift and happy rebirth. And long life prayer for Lamadichin Yeshe Wangmo. Om Sosti. Through the powerful blessings of the immortal Pema Jungne and his consort, may the three secret qualities of the Dakini of supreme bliss Yeshe Wangmo be utterly stable, and may the light of her activities shine on the lotus groves of the teachings and of beings so that they blossom in radiant splendor. And let's dedicate the merit May the merit of this practice and all of my activities be of endless benefit to all beings in all realms, beginningless and continuous. May all obstacles be overcome and suffering cease at the sound of liberation. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May we carry the essence of Kuan Yin in our hearts. Namo Guan Yin Pusa. And we close with a bow to Kuan Yin, bow to one another, and bow to the inner teacher, wishing everyone a great day. Bye now.